Hey guys! Welcome to my Deathclaw build for my Fallout realm. I spent the last day or so. Yeah, it took me about 24 hours exactly to finish this. And it's oh my gosh. Where do I even begin? The dino, that was pretty crazy. But once I finished that, I was feeling really confident about attempting something like this. And I'm glad I did because I'm so happy with how this turned out. I cannot believe how well this turned out. There's definitely some areas where I feel like I could tweak things and improve it. Um, but overall, I mean, it's very obviously a death claw. I've actually jump scared myself a few times with it while I've been running around building and stuff. But yeah, so let's see. What did I use? Okay, so very much like the dino, I started with the toes. The toes, those are glitter paint bottles, and then those are spiral shells for the claws. And then we have, how do I explain this? Okay, there's a gumdrop for the heel. And then I used another glitter paint bottle, I think. What did I use here? Oh my gosh. Also, what is that? Oh, that's not supposed to be like that. Hang on. Let me fix that. I must have clicked on... There we go. Yeah, there's a couple glitter paint bottles here. That's what it is. And those form the rest of the foot, or the top part of the foot, rather. And then down here we've got some tennis balls to make kind of like knuckles, I guess. And then I used a few of the skinny toggle of the product bottle to add this detail to the foot because the feet are kind of bony on the actual model. So I had Fallout New Vegas open in another window while I was building this, and I basically would just kind of flip back and forth when I needed references. Yeah, I used the console and I spawned in an alpha Deathclaw, and I like turned off the combat AI so I could just kind of move around and examine it. Yeah, so this is a football for the Deathclaw. And then we got a tennis ball here, obviously. I believe that's another glitter paint bottle. Yep. And then a football, tennis ball. Whoops. Couple footballs here. And then we have computer mouses for the hip, like I did on the dinosaur. It's just two computer mouses facing each other. And then, let's see, we got a couple footballs making up the bottom of the body. The belly I did with computer mouses. There we go. Okay. I did use force field on the mouse wheels here because they looked odd, but I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I don't really like it. And then the chest here, this is all window benches for the chest and abs. And that's a big gumdrop. I think I used a trash can. Yeah, that's a trash can for the belly. And then on the back, there's a couple of, yeah, I think there's two computer mouses on the back to kind of blend it into the shoulders a little more. And then I added the arms next. So for the shoulders, we've got a giant tennis ball, a couple footballs, another football, and then these are buckets stacked up and resized. The hands are really complex. So basically, there's a football there for the wrist joint, and then we've got... Okay. Wait, what did I use there? Is that a glitter paint bottle? No, it's a gumdrop. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, that's right. I had to cover this up a little more. So this is so complex, I don't know how to explain it. There's a bunch of shell handles for the actual palm, And then there's a gumdrop here at the top of the thumb. I used glue sticks for the fingers. Oops, oh my goodness. Sorry, it's going so fast. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm holding down shift. Weird. Okay, so that claw is the moon handle. And then the rest of the claws are, there's a tennis ball or a gumdrop attached. I think they're gumdrops. There's both, tennis balls and gumdrops. And then the claws are spiral shells again. And so it's the same on this arm. They're basically mirrored. Then you get up here, there's another computer mouse for the chest. And then the neck consists of a combination of life preservers and buckets just stacked up and resized in various ways. There's a windowsill bench right there. And then once I got the neck on, it stopped, like you can see right below the horn there. I put a gumdrop with the flat part facing outwards for the main part of the head. And then I started building the face, which 2 benches for the mouth there, or the jaw, I guess. Down here, I used a candy bowl and a bucket to kind of define the chin a little bit, because their chins are weird. The teeth are footballs. Oops. The nostrils are candy canes and footballs. And then the eyes were kind of interesting to do. So you can see they're sticking out. And basically that is a coffee mug angled. And then I used moon handles to fill in the bottom part of the eyes to make the eye shape. And then the top part, those are actually long donut erasers turned on their side. You can kind of see if I go above here. And then I just used tennis balls with the... Are those tennis balls? I think they're gumdrops, but with the neon material. Oh yeah, I haven't even been mentioning materials. So most of this uses the leather material, all the skin parts. The claws, I used the salt material on. And then the horns, which I was just about to start talking about, I actually used the wooden flooring. I used regular wood on these ones, but on the head horns, the wooden flooring came into play, and I think it really gave some interesting texture to the horns. So the horns, this was easily the most annoying part of the build, actually. It's mostly just a bunch of gumdrops stacked up. So I basically started with a Secrets Inside lock handle for the base of the horn. There's a tennis ball there, and then I started stacking the gumdrops, and they just go on and on and on, and I had to keep moving and reshaping the horns, and they're still not perfect, really. This one's a little messed up, in my opinion, but they're not... I don't want to mess with them anymore, to be honest with you. But yeah, so this is a football after the gumdrops, and then a spiral seashell. So that's how I did the horns. And then these are all moon handles for the spikes on the back, and then these lower spikes are footballs. And that... Oh, wait. The tail is mostly trash cans and then a spiral seashell at the end. And I actually did this thing with the trash cans because the stars were bothering me. I filled them in using shell handles. It doesn't look perfect, but from the side you can't really see the stars anymore, so I took that as a win. Anyway, yeah, that's my Deathclaw build. The plan, you can see there's like below him there's this rocky floor. So I have these paths set up, and I am building a tunnel system, caves, and it's gonna be, well, Here, let me show you real quick. Basically, this is one of the entrances. You'll see the other one in a minute. So, this is what I've gotten done so far for the, like, tunnel lining, and I'm going to use fluffy handles on the outside to make, like, a mountain facade. So the tunnel will be kind of hidden. You won't be able to see just how long it is. It'll be pretty cool. So you get in here, and there's walls here you won't be able to see. You turn the corner, and bam! Deathclaw! And there's, I made a Deathclaw nest here. I don't know, I thought that was a nice detail to add. So if you go this way, we've got this path that was really hard for me to make. There's a little, what do you call it? Just like campsite. This box opens, and there's guns inside. And then, if I go this way... So this platform is going to have stairs that come off of it, like right here. They're gonna, like, there'll be a platform here, and then it turns and stairs go down. And there's going to be a locked vault door here. I haven't decided what number vault yet, but yeah, there'll be a vault hidden in this cave. And then if we fly back over here to the Deathclaw, you go past the nest. Here's the other entrance / exit, and it heads right to my house. And then, if you go this way, I've decided I'm going to hide the nuke in the cave. And, I'm actually going to make it so that there's a crater in the top of the mountain where the nuke fell. Why did it not blow up? No one knows. I just think it'll be funny. But you can see I've actually changed the way that the water beneath it looks, so now it's glowing and, like, radioactive looking, and I added more cauldron effects. So, that is what has been going on with my Fallout realm since the Dinky the Dinosaur build. I've just been really getting back into setting this place up, and it's been a lot of fun, so I'm enjoying myself a lot. I hope you guys are liking the builds, and yeah, just keep an eye out. I'll be adding more stuff. I'll do a tour of the tunnels when they're done, for sure. But yeah, that's my Deathclaw build. That was the main focus of the video. I am super proud of it. I hope you guys like it, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!